A Cosmic Christmas is a 30-minute special that aired on the CBC in 1977. It was also the first special produced by the Canadian animation studio Nelvana. This special has become a cult classic and inspired George Lucas to hire Nelvana for future Star Wars animated specials, like the droids, the Ewoks, and of course, the Faithful Wookiee, which was a part of the infamous Star Wars holiday special. A Cosmic Christmas is the story about a boy named Peter who meets three aliens who come to Earth to discover the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem. Peter, along with his pet goose Lucy, decides to teach them the true meaning of Christmas by observing the people of the town. However, they soon discover the townsfolk are not the best examples of kindness and goodwill they were hoping to see. He eventually turns to his family to help explain Christmas. Unfortunately, during the visit, Lucy is kidnapped by the town bully Marvin. In the pursuit, both Marvin and Peter end up in the lake, and the townspeople come together with the help of the visitors to rescue them. Upon witnessing the rescue and observing the people unite together despite their differences, the visitors come to understand the true essence of Christmas: forgiveness. A Cosmic Christmas is relatively obscure, even for us up here in the north. However, its unique style and sound are very recognizable for fans of classic Canadian animation films. I was not aware of this special until it was introduced to me by my friend and fellow resident of the Great White North, Mike MacDonald of MikeTarkin.com. So I decided to invite him on and chat more about this special. So I am here with Mike Tarkin, Mike MacDonald. How you doing, Mike?
I am good, Rob. How are things? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I am so excited to talk to you about A Cosmic Christmas because this, you introduced me to this special about 5 years ago, which I had never even heard of. And I'm proud Canadian. I've watched the CBC as a kid, watched all the Christmas specials. So how the heck did you find out about this?
So this was when it came out in 77, right? 77.
Yeah.
We know it's not 78. Maybe we'll cover that. So 1977, in the living room with my parents, and my grandma watching TV. My dad's watching CBC News, and he just sort of, to me and my younger brother, he says, "Hey, you guys, there's a Christmas show coming on, and it's got aliens. It's about space." And you know, winter 77, what was on everybody's minds when you were 10 years old, like I was, or younger, right? We just went, well, it's got to be a Star Wars, so we have got to watch this. And we watched it. I mean, I'm not sure if the CBC repeated. My memory's not clear enough for that, but enough of it stuck in my head over the years that my brother and I would just reference it for fun. And it was a friend on Facebook. Might have been Steve Chopchick. Steve, hi. I think Steve listens to the show even. I think he posted something random on Facebook, and the memories came back, and I searched it out, and it's all over YouTube, obviously.
Yes.
And I ended up buying a DVD of it on eBay, and it's been in my rotation ever since. And I just it's to me uniquely Canadian. Even.
It is very uniquely Canadian. I mean, it starts off with a little bit of prog rock, first of all.
Right.
And then it just has, like, it's hard to describe it. How do you explain the Canadianness of this show?
I think because it's new, right? It's the first animated special that Nelvana Animation Studio produced.
Right.
It was their maiden voyage, and they're a Canadian company. And to me, it was just like, I didn't grow up in a rural area like they show in the show, mm-hmm. But it was a lot of that. It was winter. There are hockey sticks featured during the rescue.
Yeah.
There are rakes. There are hockey sticks. The way the little boy's mom calls the grandmother grandma, which
true.
To me is a Canadian thing. Yeah. So it just feels like to me it feels like small town. Well, in my case, small town Ontario. That's
lots of snow, lots of forest. The town was very small in itself. Maybe it's an accent I just have detected over years and not realized. It's it's the music itself as well. It's not American, but it's nothing of any other country.
Right.
So, it's just it was quiet too. I mean, there was moments of music, but there's also, we see in a lot of Canadian animations around this time, it's got very little music in the background, and it's just you're in the environment of the conversation rather than being having your feelings manipulated with music.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too, I think maybe one or two actual songs, right, with lyrics sung by Canadian legend Sylvia Tyson. And those songs are very quiet, very folky. Not something you were hearing from, from Rankin Bass or something, at the same time. So it's just got that vibe. When I watch it, I'm just like, this isn't Disney. This isn't NBC. This is good old CBC, So,
so you had an interesting fact that I was not aware of. Explain explain the interesting fact.
Oh yeah. So this is the program that George Lucas saw. That's actually, it's a twofer, Rob. This is the program that George Lucas saw, and he approached the company Nelvana to make the awesome Boba Fett cartoon for the holiday special.
The awesome Boba Fett costume, yes.
I just watched it 10 minutes ago.
Me too.
With my wife and my daughter. Yeah. It's awesome. There's a whole tangent there just talking about the faithful Wookiee, talking about that. So that's the one thing. But the other thing about it is there's the little yellow creature that the aliens bring with them, kind of like it's little dog, right? It's little pet.
Yeah.
And if you, I can actually give you the timestamp. If you go to 7:07 of the Faithful Wookiee on Disney Plus, you will see a pair of those little yellow things in a street scene.
Oh, you're so prepared, sir. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Which is, insert DiCaprio pointing at the TV screen, right? So it's like, oh, I know that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so and then George saw this special in 77 and hired them to give us the first look at Boba Fett. So it's,
as well as droids down the road and Ewoks, and Nelvana eventually just became this Canadian powerhouse of animation.
Yeah.
So for years and years and years.
Right.
So anything, last words that you want to add to this? Do you have a favorite scene? Traditionally, when we talk about movies, we talk about favorite scenes. Is there one that just kind of stands out to you?
I think probably when the three wise men, air quotes, the three visitors are coming through the front door of the family's house, and there's they're like interdimensional kind of shifting, you know what I mean? Like there's that weirdness, right? That just weird vibe to them. And I didn't even realize they had three names. I remember hearing one of the names, but you've got three. And hello, my name is whatever he says, Plutor.
Plutarch's
how are you? Amalthar. Right.
Yeah.
I think that's just the look on the family, and just like I said, the whacked out way is just they're crossing between dimensions. I don't know, and you've got the prog rock going in the background. So that's probably, there's that. And if I could give you a number two.
Yeah, please.
When the cop puts on his siren hat, the red cherry hat.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I get the small town. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. I get the small town. I get the aliens, but when this guy pulls out his fully functional, yeah. So that's probably number two.
Before we wrap up, every time I look at these three, I'm always thinking of Genesis. There's Phil Collins, there's Rutherford, there's Banks right there.
Right.
All three of them coming down and just playing away. So thank you so much. For those who don't know, tell us where we can find you.
Best thing you do is check out MikeTarkin.com or look Mike Tarkin on your various socials.
Yes. And how's the room coming, by the way?
We are slowly making progress. My work schedule is letting me spend a little more time as I go. And I'm going to plug, why not? I've actually got a short YouTube series that I'm in the process of putting together and putting out there. People are asking me to talk about figures again, so I figured it's time. So you can kind of follow my progress as I do the Star Wars room. I'm calling it 4.0.
And that's on YouTube. The what's the channel's name again?
Be Mike Tarkin on YouTube as well.
There we go. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Plug.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
again, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.